Dun 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 dun. Tea is brewing. If you didn't know, manatees aren't actually native to San Francisco, but in my book they are. We got green tea brewing. Thoughts? Collecting. Materials at the ready. Hey guys, it's Hannah and welcome back to my channel. Today I have some interesting news for you. I actually signed up for the JLPT test, and yeah. Originally I said I was going to study Japanese very slowly, I wasn't going to rush into it, but now I get to rush for the next October, November, December, two months. 2 months. Yay! I'm going to briefly kind of walk through why I ended up signing up for the test, and then what I'm going to do to study for this first month. First, for some reason a couple weeks ago, I thought it would be fun to just download one of the previous N5 tests and see how well I could do on it. And without doing the listening section, I ended up passing with a 63%, which is barely passing at all. But for someone who hasn't studied a lot, I thought the 63% was enough to go ahead and sign up for the JLPT. So I went to the Korean website because I currently live in Korea, and it was almost time to sign up for the test. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna drop $52, 52,000 won, and take it. I'm going to talk about how I'm going to study, because your girl needs to study. So I have a lot of things that I am going to be using to study for the test. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is grammar. So for someone who hasn't studied in a really long time, this is one of the weaker points. And this was one of the sections where I lost a lot of points. So I have a few things I'm going to be using. The first one, the old tried and true, Genki. This is a book that I've had since university. I really like this book because it explains grammar pretty well, and if you have the workbook, then those are some exercises you can do to work on the grammar. The second resource that I'm using is this one, Nihongo Somatome. So another YouTuber that I follow, Lindy Boats, I believe. She's a really famous polyglot YouTuber. So if you guys are interested in languages and you want to see someone who is successful at speaking different languages, I recommend her channel. Go check it out. They have exercises that you're supposed to do every day to kind of help study for the exam. And it has a lot of vocabulary words, and it alternates between, I believe, like grammar, vocabulary, kanji, listening is towards the end. I'm going to keep using this one as well. The last resource that I'm using for grammar is actually a website. So they are called jlptsensei.com, and they have a lot of materials related to the test, a lot of study lists. So one of the things that they have are these flashcards that have all of the grammar that's going to be on the test. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this pile, and I'm going to try to cover at least 6 of these a week. May have to do more. I don't know math, alright? That's not my forte. I'll do the math later with a calculator. These cards, it's really nice because it splits, it has the like grammar point, the definition of the grammar point, and then how it will be written in like present, past, present negative, and past negative. So I think it's really useful, and yeah, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time with these cards. Now the next thing that I need to study for the test is kanji. So I actually didn't do too bad on the mock test with kanji, but there were a few that I didn't know. So I'm going to continue with what I've been doing for the past month or so, which is wanikani. And the last part, no, it's not the last part. Vocabulary. So this is something that I'll be working on a little bit as I'm doing wanikani, but I've also been using Anki, Anki, I don't know. But I've been using that app for a while to remember vocabulary words, and so I went ahead and found a JLPT and 5 vocab deck on Anki. Please tell me, how do you say it? I think as long as I try to review around 20 words a day or so, that I should be fine when it comes to the test, especially because I'll have words that pop up in like the books that I'm using and on wanikani, so I think I don't need to worry too much about that. And the last thing that I need to practice is listening. Your girl didn't try to do the listening practice on the mock test that we did, so we're questioning our choices now. Yeah, I didn't do the listening part, so I'm a little bit nervous with that, but I think for this first month or so, I really want to focus in on grammar and vocab. At the end of October, I'm gonna probably order a couple of books from a website that I usually buy Japanese textbooks from. They have a couple books that are about listening, so they have a lot of listening questions for you to practice and stuff like that, so I'm hoping that that'll be pretty helpful if I get one of those. And then I've also found a website that has some questions, but yeah, if anyone else has any recommendations, free is preferred. Free is great. Go ahead and let me know in the comments or something like that, because that's something I really need to work on. But for this first month, I'm gonna work with what I got. What I got is grammar books. If you are taking the JLPT, or you have taken the JLPT, especially the N5, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Give me some advice. As always, if you are interested in learning languages, or if you are interested in watching me slowly or quickly, maybe this month, these next 2 months, I'll become a Japanese pro. But yeah, if you're interested in any of those things, you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. It'd be nice to kind of find more people who are interested in learning languages. Alright, I gotta go study now and watch horror films because it's spooky season. I will see you guys in about a week or so with a study vlog most likely. So stay safe, stay healthy, stay spooky. Bye.